videos to try and turn it around. Listen.
That's the beauty of playing in today's age, is you can go on YouTube and you can look up all your great moments. And gosh, I'll probably just YouTube Game 6 Clay, because there's some very high pressurized situations I was in, and I ended up shooting the ball well. And when you can do it, when your back's against the wall, you know you can do it at any given moment.
What do you think of that? I mean, you were a great shooter yourself. He may be, he's one of the 3 or 4 greatest shooters that ever lived. But if you're in a shooting slump, do you just YouTube great J.J. Redick moments?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, I think most players do this, even when we're not in a slump, but certainly in a slump. It's just that visual reminder, that affirmation that, oh yeah, I can make shots. You know, Rory McIlroy has this great quote. It says, when you're playing bad, you feel like you're so far away from playing well. But then once you start playing well, you realize, oh, I wasn't that far away. All it takes is 1 quarter for Klay Thompson, a half for Klay Thompson, and all of a sudden, he's the guy that we've seen throughout his career.
Sometimes it almost feels like you just need one to go in, and then the floodgates open. I'm in the arena for these games now, so I see the body language. He looks to me like he's pressing. I'm not the expert on this that you are. He looks to me like it is getting, that he is very frustrated that these shots he feels are good when they leave his hands are not going in.
I thought at times throughout this year, and even in this playoffs, he has pressed at times. He's so competitive. He wants so bad to get back to the form that he had prior to his leg injuries. And despite pressing, he still had a great season. 20 points a game, over 39% from 3. He's done that throughout the playoffs. But yeah, I think the body language is there, and that's any great offensive player. When you're missing shots that you feel like you should make, that weighs on you.
Hey, look, it's worth a reminder. This is a guy coming back from not 1 but 2 career-threatening injuries almost simultaneously. So the fact that he's out there doing anything is remarkable. Wendy, how about it? How about Klay tonight?
Well, I love this because, number one, Klay is a guy who we think is completely unaffected. He's always chill, but he's showing us he's like the swan who's fighting underneath the water. Even he doubts himself. But he doesn't have to go back to Game 6, 2016. He can go back to 2 weeks ago, Game 5, Klay, against the Dallas Mavericks in the closeout game. He had 32 points, shot the ball great there. But there's no doubt that they're going to need him. And it's one of the reasons why Steve Kerr left him in the last 5 or 6 minutes of that blowout in Game 2. They were trying to get him to get going. But I will say one more thing. This was amusing to a lot of people yesterday that he admitted to this, certainly to all of us in the media. And then when Draymond Green got asked about it, this wide smile broke out his face, and he said, if we'd have known about it, we would have made fun of him. But I respect it.
but you're saying you do it, good or bad. You're going back where you're playing and you're looking at videos of yourself.
Absolutely. And CJ was on set. CJ McCollum was on set yesterday, and we were whispering while this video sound was playing. And he admitted the same thing. This is what players do. I had a teammate who would get on YouTube right after games on the team playing. As soon as the highlights were up, he'd watch the highlights and retweet them to his Twitter account. So the guys do this. This is normal.
Which teammate was that?
Jamal Crawford.
Oh.